So this is the second sugar scoop, and well, it's got this that can actually wiggle a bit. There's that. That's sort of a lump made of glass that needs to be fixed. There's this strip of foam that was supposed to strengthen the step, but it's got no glass here. And some glass, and then this glass that's just catastrophic. And everywhere there are patches over patches where the void underneath was never filled, and this stuff is literally just falling off of the boat. Underneath here are the fiberglass ripples that lead up to what I call the Dorito chips. And on the other side, that's just bare foam after the one fiberglass wave where I guess they gave up. And that's bare plywood up top. And bare foam back in the corner where the Dorito chips are. So now I'm going to put the camera back on the tripod and show you how I'm going to fix all that. First, I'm going to cut that strip of foam off, and at least this will match the other sugar scoop in that respect. And there it goes. Now I'm going to be pretty aggressive with the grinder, grinding off anything that's going to fall off or can be pulled off like that. I'm flattening out stuff that was basically just covered with drips. Oh yeah, I'm grinding off whatever that was, house paint or whatever was up top there. And I'm gonna put foam in the corners and cover up the worst of it. And I'm just using some tape as a mold for the foam. And I'm just spraying spray foam in behind the tape. And the tape will bulge out and stuff, but I'm gonna grind the foam into shape later anyway. And while that's hardening, I can lay some fiberglass up top here. I'm just gonna put a couple of layers of chopped strand over everything in order to make sure that it's waterproof. And now I'm going to use the grinder to carve away that foam and try to shape it into sort of a concave hollow that sort of blends the sides and back of the sugar scoop, and try to make it look more or less a natural part of the boat. And I'm going to do a second application of the spray foam. I want to fill more up here in this corner, and I could add some there. There's a great big gap in the back here that I hope to fill with the second round of spray foam. It's a little bit hollow there. There's a chunk missing there. And this is what it looks like after the second round of spray foam. And this is what it looks like after peeling the tape. And this is how I shape it with the grinder. And once I've got it ground more or less roughly into shape, I'm taking a bunch of fairing compound and covering it with that, and now I can do some finer shaping on it. The edges of the sugar scoop, those sides were pretty rough. So this is what it looks like now. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. And as I was saying, these sides are still pretty rough. A lot of like, well, just not being straight with like gouges and stuff from grinding poorly. So I loaded that up with a whole bunch of fairing compound, and I'm sanding it into a more straight, fluid shape without the hollows and stuff. And a little bit of hand sanding in the corners at the end, and it's ready for gel coat. I still have to do another layer of gel coat with the wax, but I want to put some non-skid down here, so I'm not fully hardening the gel coat yet. I'll do that once I have the non-skid on.